Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Archaeology After Dark. I am, of course, your host with the most, Daniel Rhodes. So this week or this episode is going to be a little different. I don't actually have a guest this episode. This is more like a check-in, update, celebration, whatever you'd like to call it. So last week, we actually reached over 500 views for this show, and that is so great. It is, I had expectations when I started this, but 500 is way over what I had initially anticipated. So that is so great. And I want to thank all of you for taking the time to tune in, to click the like button, leave us comments, emails, however you're staying in touch with us. We really appreciate it. And I wanted to, make sure that we acknowledge your participation and your input in how we do things here. I also want to give a special thanks to everyone who has taken the time to do the show with me. I know it's been kind of a weird process to answer questions like these on the fly, but you guys are champions at it. And you guys have really made this show special. And I think people who have watched it have really enjoyed it. So, again, thank you for taking the time to do it with me. I probably shouldn't have phrased it that way, but that's how I'm going to say. Okay, so yeah, so as most of you know, the COVID vaccine and COVID restrictions have changed the way people are doing things. We're getting closer back to business as usual. So that being said, I might try to do some more in-person things, like maybe try to set up a site tour, maybe go visit a field school here in Alabama if I can find one that's actually going on, and just show you how, archaeology is done in practice. Because in all honesty, it's one thing to study it in the classroom. It is something completely different to see it actually put into practice in the field. So that being said, I'm going to try to line something like that up. Of course, I'm going to try to find guests to be on the show. Again, with summer coming up, people's schedules are going to be kind of weird. So I'll try to do it as often as I can, but I apologize if it's not as often as some of you are accustomed to with the way I do things. Um, the other thing is, I know a lot of you are not actually based here in the United States. So, say you're working on a project in Australia or somewhere in the United Kingdom or somewhere in South America, and you've run into an issue that you think affects archaeology as a practice. uh, Leave a comment in the comment section, and we can set up an episode to talk about it. The time difference is kind of off-putting, but I have made it work on several occasions. So, if you're working on a project and you just want to, I don't want to say vent because that could get really awkward really fast, but yeah, if you want to come on the show and talk about what you're working on, what you found, what you've learned, and what other people could learn from your experience, leave it in the comment section and we can set up an email chain or a dialogue or something and set it up. So yeah, I again, a lot of you I know aren't based here in the United States, so I really want to thank you for taking the time to tune in. So I will do my best to keep you guys updated. Really appreciate everything you guys are putting into this. Stay tuned, and I'll try to keep you on your toes.